Hi and welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in and thank you for subscribing to my channel. I try sometimes to recall how much love I've received. I don't know if you think about these things sometimes when you stay and ask yourself, that person who is supposed to love you, is the person loving? Is the person caring? The kind of love you receive, is it the love you are giving that you're getting back? Do you sometimes get the much amount of it as you wish to have? Or this love you are getting is being somehow stingily given to you? Do you only get it when you deserve it, or do you get it every time? When we want to get married or start a relationship, we are starting it mainly to get this affection, this seeing someone show you emotions, how the person feels about you. And these are things we cannot really buy with money, because if we are to go and pay someone and say, please take this $20 and show me love, show me affection, console me, I need someone to love me, you see, because it's not natural. Whatever the person offers you, you think, this person is doing this and saying these sweet things to me because the person is doing his work for this money I've paid the person. But when this comes naturally, mostly from someone who you love, it feels very special. It remains in your brain, because the person you pay, when you want to just go back and cherish, thinking about it romantically, how you receive that love, your mind will still tell you that this thing, you got it because you paid for it. And this does not mean anything to that person showing you that love, because the person is doing his work. But when you get it from someone who really loves you, the person you expect to get this love from, that person you love, it tastes different. It sounds somehow, it sweeps you off your feet that you, oh God, you want to be hearing this like every time. But when you leave and you've wasted all these years, and that in what your heart really desire, you couldn't get it. Even as we are celebrating these days, you sometimes ask yourself if you've been once celebrated. If this person who loves you really, truly loves you, or the person is doing this for what the person stands to get, or the person is doing it also to protect his name. This is what we should ask ourselves. Because what's the essence of living this life when that thing our heart desire most, that we can't get it or have it? We can't just grab it and have enough of it. When love is something you've been given very stingily, you are not receiving it the way you want it, you can't get enough of it. And you got married or you started this relationship because you think, oh, when I marry this person can be near me and I will enjoy this person's company the way I wish to enjoy it, instead of the person staying too far, and you have that person. Even the main reason why we get married to this particular person is because we think, oh, I want to have the person in full. I don't want to miss this person. I don't want another person to have this person. Let me have this person to myself and make that person my own. Then when you guys come together, you start living the life the way you never expected it to be. Why don't we use this time, since we are still living, we still have the opportunity to enjoy this time, and we are no longer getting younger. We are getting old each day. As the time ticks, the more old we are getting. Sometimes it sits around and I ask myself, what do we even get in this world? Let's say today you are called and you are told that in the next 15 minutes you won't be here again, and you try to check to ask yourself, how have I enjoyed this life? There's enjoyment in money, in buying other things, but nothing is more assuring than for you to think that you live that kind of fulfilled life. No matter whatever our problem might be, I know that everyone deserves love. But sometimes some people don't really think much about this love, because they think either it doesn't exist or there's no one who is ready to give it to them. And when you mistakenly meet these people who are like that, then you might be meeting the wrong person. If you are the one who really thinks this love exists and someone can really show someone love, can can show someone that, oh, you've got me, I'm here for you, you are safe, you're protected, I'll always be there whenever there's anything. It's not about money and things will start to get physically. It just starts being there for you. There's nothing like that. For you to know that this person is my personal person. In everything, this person will stand for me and trust me. So when you mistakenly meet that person who is not like that, then it will be you making a wrong choice, because in future, you're not going to enjoy it. You're going to be asking yourself why you dare take this kind of decision. It will be like you marrying somebody else's husband, because there's nothing you will do for this person that the person will see you as a good person, because this person has his own interests at heart. There's nothing you will do that will make that person ever happy, because that happiness is not with you. The person's happiness is with someone else. The person doesn't feel that for you. There was no need for you to be in this relationship with this person. It's like you loving yourself and being in a relationship with yourself. And when you come to realize that that love that is being used is you who is supplying it, this is why you need to sit back and ask yourself, how much love have I received so far? How is this love given to me? Am I loved? Or am I here to do other things to make life easier for this person? Or I'm really here because I'm needed here for purposes of being this person's life partner, to share this life, happy moments for this person, not to lift the person's weight that is disturbing the person, that's making the life so difficult for that person, and you're uplifting it in order to make life easier for that person. But that life you want to be easier for that person is not really easy for you, and that person does not care how that life is for you. All he or she wants is for you to make things easier for him or her, while you stay and you while away. Your time, your age, time is going, and you couldn't be that happy you want to be, though you came here to be happy, to share this life with this person. In this way, you could be feeling that you're shifted aside, that that person has his or her life and you are not included in it, but you're still there because you have faith that one day something will turn around, and you're still waiting. You keep waiting, keep being patient and believing that one day God will remember you and someone will care for you. But how easy will it be for you to keep waiting? How long will you keep suffering, thinking and hoping that things will get better, but you wouldn't have that what you wish? So it's good for you to know if you are doing the right thing, if that thing you're doing is really good for you, if this life you are living, if it's really what you want. Is there any way you can change these things to turn things around for the better, to make you feel or get that thing you think you should desire in life, than to keep whiling away time in vain, like you are the kind of thing used to ease someone's pain, but your own pain is not eased. This is why it's very good for you to stay among people who love you, who cares, who want to feel your pain, who cares to know how you feel. Because if you are marrying someone else's wife and that person doesn't care about your pain, how you feel, what you're going through, and the person wants only the best for that person, and the person has no time to ask you about how you are doing, to know if you are doing well, if you are feeling good in this relationship, then there's no need for you to just sit down, keeping quiet, without trying to make a way to ease your pain, to solve your problem, for you to be more happier, more relaxed, fulfilled, for you to think that I have come here and almost all what I wish to have here on earth as a person. I want to enjoy to be loved. I want to belong to someone. I just don't want to be answering them that I belong to that person and really I do not belong to that person. That will make your life more fulfilled. And this is why so many people have a lot of misunderstanding, because it's just like you being in another room and the other person is in another room, and you're trying to tell that person, look at how this room looks like, and the person is trying to tell you, no, you are not seeing what I'm seeing. You people cannot come together and achieve something. You cannot make it work. You'll be just going around and moving around and people are thinking that you are there when your mind is gone. So sometimes, to air your opinion, say your mind, let the person know what you are going through. Let the battle begin, that you try to explain how you feel, what you're going through in this relationship, for that person to start to consider how to handle this, to help you to come out of this kind of situation you're in. But when you keep keeping it to yourself, from January to December, you're going through this hell. No one knows. The person you are in this relationship with, we don't know how to deal with this, simply because you didn't let it out. So we owing our opinion, we letting our pen out is the best thing we can ever do if we want to really enjoy this life. Let's live this life to the fullest, not living it in pen or living it in gathering many things that's bothering us in our mind without saying it out, without letting it go. Because letting it go will do us a lot of good in our psychological and emotional health, for us to be more healthy, to be there, to be able to concentrate in many other things that we have to do. Because there's no need being in a relationship where one person is fulfilled and the other person is not. It's just like you escorting that person through life. You are there wasting your time and your years trying to escort the person to live his life, and the person continue with his or her life, and you are just the escort, you are the bodyguard, who your life does not really matter. What matters is that that life of that person goes well. And in it all, it's mostly women who suffer in this kind of a thing, because we are more emotional, we are more sensitive. So we think about little things, the hugging, the kisses, the attention, the small things, what men really would ignore and wouldn't call it anything. But that thing is what makes us. This is what helps us to survive, to sustain, to move on. Because without it, it's just like when you're doing a work and somebody's trying to tell you, well done, this work is not easy, keep doing it, that kind of a thing. It's like a fuel into our system for us to move on. And when you, as a woman, you're not getting it, and you're not complaining, and you're not saying it to the person who needs to give you this, then it's not good for you in any way. It's better you say it out and get yourself. If there should be quarrel, let there be quarrel. Misunderstanding, let it be. Because if there is not, then you are also partly destroying yourself. In a relationship, it should be a place where we'll be able to say our mind. And when we cannot say our mind exactly how it's paining us or how we are enjoying it, then you are in the wrong film. It's better you switch or do something to make that movie to be real. Let it be what it's supposed to be, because if it's not it, it's not going to be it. And the earlier the better, because any years or time you've missed, you're not going to recall back. So as we move into next year, I just want to recall and remind you, don't forget, let's go in fully next year with a good plan, with a plan of being free. The freedom mind, let's use it to free ourselves. Let our life be free. Let's get this freedom. We've been nursing for many years, because a lot of women, mostly women, are suffering in silence without trying to say their mind. Either they are afraid, or they're afraid of being called a bad woman, or not getting whatever they want, being maltreated. But if you can stand your ground and say, this is me, I want to live this life, I want to enjoy it, and I want it good for me and for everybody around me. So it's time for you to say, this thing what I'm going through, I don't like it. If you don't like it, say, I don't like it. If you like this, oh, thank you so much, I like it. Women are meant for talking. We are free like this. We think by talking. So if you can just say your mind, what is going on with you, it will help you a lot in next year. As you go in next year, that you're more free to say your mind, to demand what is it that you need. And if you're not getting it, for you to know how to go about it, because you still have not gotten freedom. You cannot answer no Odogu's wife if you don't know what you want and you cannot fight for it. Knowing how to go about it without quarrel, without misunderstanding, in a very simple way, to say, I want it to be like this. This is how I want it, so that I can be free to be able to walk around, move around like a wife, the mother of these children, to have my ears cleared, my eyes and my head focused on what I want to do. I want to just be free, to be smiling deep inside my heart, not smiling halfway or trying to relax and be comfortable, kind of being happy, but my mind is thinking of many things that are disturbing me. So you say it. I don't like the way you're handling things. The way you're going about these things, I don't want it like this. I don't like it. So do it how it will be better for all of us. So you say it, you are free and you are happy, because you, as a woman, you need to live the life that you will look at and you say, yeah, I was loved. I was cared for. Someone was there for me. Because there's no need of being married, being with a partner, and you're not getting that. In this I'm talking about the emotional needs. I'm not talking about what money can bring, because any money, one can, if you can't work yourself somehow, most men are not even having much problem in providing you what you need. But when you're not emotionally fulfilled, you're not going to be happy. Learn how to air your opinion. Learn how to say your mind, how to be more free, how to get things that bothers you somehow solved. Anywhere where it's pitching you, that you get it solved to be free and happy with yourself. That the year 2026, from the year 2026 and onwards, that you could say to yourself, I'm a satisfied woman. I am happy. I get almost all what I want emotionally. That I'm no longer bothered, or no longer suffering for things I couldn't speak about, that I couldn't let go, that has been disturbing me. Now I can say I'm more happy. I am free and I'm content with the way my life is going, because no matter how much money you earn or get from your partner, if you are not emotionally strong, you can't be yourself. So set yourself free from those things that are bothering you that money cannot buy, for you to be more happier, for you to enjoy life to the fullest, more than how you ever imagined it will be. Because since I started living like this, life has been more free for me, that I could just sing, dance, a kind of say my mind, no matter how difficult it is, or say, I want this like this, I don't want it like this. Because at a time, I got tired of being a prisoner. I can't be a prisoner on my own by using my hand to imprison myself. That was not working for me. So I thought setting myself free will be the best thing for me to do, because this freedom, only me can fight for it. So I got it. I started enjoying life. I started being more happy. This I want for you. Not to challenge somebody or start insulting your husband or start fighting someone, but just to find a way to find the happiness on your own, to be free and be fulfilled. That any day, anytime, you can look at yourself and say, I got those problems handled. Those tiny little things in my relationship no longer bother me. Now I can say, I can move ahead. The relationship is easier for me. It's getting better than it used to be, because the easier it gets, the more we enjoy it and the longer we can stay in it. Very comfortably, freely, and more satisfied. So this will be my message for you today, to remind you that whatever you're going through this year, you're not supposed to bring them back to 25 and always, that your life should be better and more better, more relaxed, and you have more rest of mind as you move on in your next years. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I would like to see you next time as we meet again. Thank you. Bye.